Bob's Kitchen. Tonight we're going to make my own little sort of homemade spin on chicken pot pies. We're going to cook up some chicken in a few Indian spices with some sweet peas and mushrooms. Then we're going to seal them in some puff pastry and make little puff pastry pies out of them. It sounds difficult, but it's super easy. We're going to start with some diced chicken, a can of sweet peas, some rinsed and chopped mushrooms, and then we've got puff pastry over here. Now, the puff pastry comes frozen from the store, and you're going to leave this out for about half an hour, and then this is going to fold out, and it's already cut perfectly, so it's really easy. Just fold this out once it defrosts, cut it into a circle, and turn it into a pie. I mean, this recipe is so easy, it takes a maximum, what? This thaws for half an hour, you can be doing this while it goes on. Really easy. Let's get started. Okay, we started up our chicken. We're just doing a basic pan fry here. And before it gets too well along, you want to add your spices. And honestly, you know, I just do a shake of crushed red pepper. I like things a little spicy, so I'm going to go a little heavy on that. A shake across the pan of ground coriander. And then I have this peppercorn medley that I use. And let's see, this has peppercorns, coriander, pink peppercorns, white peppercorns, allspice, and green peppercorns. It's got all this different spices in here, and we're just going to grind that over our plate. And then you're just going to cook this chicken until it's brown, and then we're going to add the vegetables and the mushroom soup. So here you have our chicken all nice and browned up, and you can see that the liquid has pretty much left the pan, and now we're ready to add our vegetables and our soup. So we're going to add our mushrooms and sweet peas, and we're going to stir this around for about another couple of minutes and then add our mushroom soup.
Okay.
Okay, once we have the mushroom soup mixed in, we're going to put in about 1/3 of a cup of half and half. Stir this all together, and that filling can get set aside to be put in our pastry. Okay, we're ready with our pastry. It's been thawing for 40 minutes, and as you can see, now that it's thawed out, it'll fold right out. And then we're going to take this is going to be the size of our pie, and we're just going to cut out a circle. And again, you know, this puff pastry you can buy in the frozen aisle in your supermarket. It's not a big mystery. And there you have a ready-go pie circle. Now comes the fun part, stuffing our pies. So we've got our 2 rounds on the bake sheet and our filling. And basically you're just going to take a few tablespoons of the filling that ought to do it. Okay, then to seal it up, I've got a container here, a little bowl of water. I'm going to wet my fingertips and go around the pie so that it'll seal up when I fold it over. Okay, then it's a simple fold over of the pastry, and you'll seal it down with your fingers. But just to make sure that our pie is going to seal, you're going to go back along it with a fork and seal the edge with the fork. That seals it in and makes sure that it steams as we go. We're going to make up this other pie, put this in the oven at 350 degrees for 25 minutes, and dinner's ready to go. And here we go. These were in the oven for, well, we ended up leaving them in for 30 minutes instead of 25 like the recipe called for. It's going to depend on the heat of your oven. We're going to cut these in half, plate them up. We're going to put the leftover sauce over the top of them and serve them with a green salad. there you have it. A really simple recipe. Very fast, very quick. This is another edition of Bob's Kitchen. Have a great night.